Hello, my name is Digital Magic and welcome to Witchbook.net. This video is going to be a short demo, or example, of some of the features on Witchbook.net that not everyone is familiar with. To start off, we're going to log in. I'm going to use the test user. Once you log in, the first place you're taken is to your dashboard. You can see things such as your avatar and whatnot, quick links to various areas, answers where you can ask questions. Of course, most of this is replicated in the menu up above here that you can access from anywhere on the site. The dashboard, for example, is something that everyone sees when they first log in, but here's a couple hidden gems. For example, while you can change your status anytime from the fancy bottom bar here, you can also change it right here. The suspend feature is, let's say you're going to leave Witchbook for a while. You might come back, you might not, you're not sure. You don't want to delete your profile. You'd rather do the Facebook method. You want to temporarily shut down your profile. Nobody can see it, nobody can interact with it, but all the information is still there. Your comments are still on people's pages and things and so on. Yeah, that's what suspend means. It's essentially like closing your profile, but not really like deleting it. It's analogous to closing a store, but not demolishing it. Membership, again, view allowed actions, again, doesn't really matter, considering that unless you're a moderator or the admin like me, everybody has the same actions. This click here to upgrade thing is a joke. So it really is a joke. Click on it, you might get a laugh. Take a look at the price. But it's nothing real, so don't worry. There's no upgrade, there's no fees. Witchbook's basic membership will always be free, and there isn't an enhanced membership unless you're doing something special for us. There's no way that money gives you something better. So you can take a look at how many times people have viewed your profile, how many people you've blocked, greeting and greeted me. The greeting system on Witchbook is analogous to the way Facebook pokes work, except that it's just a little bit more. It uses the mail system as opposed to just working on its own, which means if you send a greeting to someone, it sends them a little message saying that they've been greeted, as opposed to just simply putting up on their profile somewhere, "You have been poked by so-and-so." Next, you've got various information here, such as how many blogs and whatnot that you've all done, and links to add and post new things, but that's pretty basic. Profile info checker is just basically how many of the fields you've filled out. Don't worry, we never expect anyone to get to 100% unless they're insanely trying to fill out every single field they can. If you want to, go ahead. The point system. This is something that's kind of been in the works for a while, and it's not really finished, and we're not sure if it ever will be. Well, let me show you exactly what it means. Let's say you comment on somebody's profile. Let's go to my profile. Bazinga. And we scroll down, and we see, oh look, profile comments. See all these little votes over here where you can give somebody a point or take it away and hide it. Essentially, your points, I have given 170 points as Digital Magic. That means I've clicked this little green plus 170 times on different people's comments and posts and whatnot. 103 times other people have clicked the little green plus for mine. Both of those numbers might actually be higher. Why? Because if somebody clicks the minus on your post, or if I click the minus on somebody else's, it's a negative. Points have been taken away. Another thing I'll point out, Witchbook awards. These are things that the moderators can award you. Moderators and myself. It tells you who awarded it, when it was awarded, the description for the type of award it is, and the reason it was specifically awarded to you. Not everybody understands how to manage their friends. I'm going to show you where that's hidden. For example, how to remove a friend, how to approve a friend. First, I'm going to show you how to approve a friend. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at this little bar across the bottom here. So, friends, if somebody sends you a friend request, it will send you a notification telling you that you've got a new friend request, but it will also pop up in friend requests. I'll click on that here and go to that page. You'll see friend requests to you and from you, which means if you have sent a friend request to somebody else, it will tell you how many that you have that have not been approved yet. Now, if they approve it or deny it, it will come out of this list. It just simply means it hasn't been responded to, like an unread email. The little red flag up here with a number in it is talking about how many of your friends are currently online. Now let's say you want to delete a friend. Click on the little friends icon right here. It's not in the menu, it's not in the sub-menu, it's on the block menu. This rectangle here, this dialog area, this box is called the block. Friends, you have all these friends. Now if I wanted to get rid of, say, Sin as my friend, I'd check it and click the delete button. I'm not going to do that right now because Sin's awesome. Block list. If you blocked anyone, you can unblock them here. Hot lists. Essentially like favoriting another user. Here's where you can remove people from that and manage that. And then back to your friend requests. Your mail is always right down here. If you have new mail, the little red flag pops up over that. The notifications, a little red flag pops up over this if you have any. And these are the newest things that have happened to you. This little pop-up will display up to 5 of them. If you need to see more of them, you can always go back to your dashboard, which is under Account Home. And you'll see all of them under recent activity here, or all activity. You can also narrow it down to content updates and profile updates if you want to narrow it down to types. Again, another block menu. Let's go back to the home page and show you a couple of the little tips. These are the latest uses to register on witchbook.net. Now, of course, you've got a little picture here that shows up for male or female, basic gender, if they don't have an avatar. Now, setting your avatar is easy. Now, we've automated it when you first sign up, but if you want to do it after, just go to your account, Avatar, and here's one of the little tricks I want to show you. Let's say you have uploaded multiple avatars, or you've changed it. You can always go back and choose another one by clicking the little green check mark, and your avatar changes. Or clicking the red X and getting rid of an old avatar. And there you go. You can see my old avatar is gone. And here we've got sample avatars that come built into the system. So you can choose one of these if you don't want to upload one of your own. Privacy settings. Important for people who are a little concerned that they don't want friends or workmates to find out who they are, because if you're posting pictures of yourself on here, somebody who might look at the site might recognize you. You can always create privacy groups, specific groups of people that only certain people belong to that are privacy. For example, family, friends, co-workers, Wiccans in my area. You can create groups for whatever you'd like. There's also built-in groups. For example, yourself only. You are the only person who can see it, and the admin, because I can see everything. But even moderators can't see it if you say me only. Public, everybody can see it, even people who are not logged into Witchbook. Members, only people who are registered for Witchbook and logged in, but that means any member. Friends, only people on your friends list. Faves, only people who you favorited, also known as your hot list. Contacts, only people who you've sent and received mail from on the system. Males only people with male gender. Females only people with female. I need to add trans and other to this list, but that's on my to-do list, and that might take some time. Admins and moderators only. The purpose of this menu option is, for example, if you're uploading something that you only want us to see. For example, you found another member was uploading some obscene material. Like you want to put this in a convenient zip file so you can show screenshots of what somebody else was sending you an obscene material in, I don't know, the chat room. Because you don't want to upload it for all to see, but you want to upload it so we can see it. This is an option for how you can do that. We have other systems in place for this, such as our ticketing system, but if you can't figure that out or just want to do it this way, this option is available to you. We believe here that there is more than one right way to do the same thing. And finally, blogs. Allow posting comments for your blogs. Like, who can post comments on your blogs? You can make it so only your friends can comment on your blogs. Isn't that cool? That's something that's actually kind of new. But for the most part, most of these privacy options have been here for a while, and you should be relatively familiar with them. All of these groups essentially are who's allowed to do it, and what are they allowed to do. So there's your privacy settings. Subscriptions. These are things you've subscribed to, which means when somebody comments on it or updates it or so on, you will get a special notification. My membership. What type of member am I? Now here's where I was talking about that joke earlier. Super sexy member for $170,000. Notifications. Now, there's two different notification components here. My notifications for things that happen to your stuff, and friend/fave notifications for things that happen to other people's stuff. Now, you'll notice there's a new box here for people who haven't been receiving their notifications since we upgraded. We made this better. What we have is we have the option for digests. Now, notify me immediately is the way Witchbook used to work, and it's the way Facebook used to work, and so on, where somebody does something to your profile, and bang, it sends you an email within minutes. Some people like that because they want to know right away if someone's done something cool to them or said something cool to them. You can also have a daily digest. You don't want to receive 50 emails every day for all the junk that's happened. Let's compress all those emails in every day into one, so you'll get at most one email a day. You can also make it a weekly digest. Those are the options we've made. So therefore you get one email every week for all the stuff that's happened on your Witchbook profile. Now if you're not on Witchbook that often, that's probably the way to go. Do Not Notify Me shuts down my notifications. Now for friend/fave notifications, we've got the same thing again. These are separate, which means you might get 2 daily notifications from having both of them set to daily. One from everything your friends/favorites are doing, one from everything people are doing to you. Unregister. This is something that we do that Facebook has a lot of trouble with. We've made it a lot less confusing. We're proud of this. If you actually want to leave Witchbook, you click this little button right here, delete account, and of course I'm not going to click it now because this is my test account. Your account will be deleted. Your email address will no longer exist anywhere in our system unless you've messaged it to another user. That mail you've sent people will still exist, and comments in certain areas like the answers may still exist until we clean it up. Still got a bit of a bug where some content sticks on the system after people are deleted. But all of your private information, anything that people can't see, like your email address, your IP addresses, are all deleted from the system. You can also log out. A couple of gems here. There's your profile. Now everybody should be fairly familiar with profiles. Oh, somebody said hi. Hi, Sin. I'll give you a +1 for that. Now, info. There's another tab for profile. The info tab tries to give you the same thing, but without their fancy profile customizations. Awards. Now, this is a full page list of any awards that you've received. Just for the sake of, for example, your profile will only show you the last 5 that somebody's awarded you. This shows you all of them. Your friends in a full list. And again, you can see, for example, here, you can't delete them. And this is where most people get confused. It's back in that activity page that you can delete your friends. Even in extended mode, you don't get to delete them. There's another way to unfriend somebody, though. Remove friend right on their profile. That's the second way to defriend somebody. If their privacy settings have been set to me only or something, you can't get to their profile, but they're still on your friends list. That's why we've got the activity page. So there's another way to do it. Blogs, of course. Blogs, polls, sounds, videos, photos, files, groups, wall, sites, questions, and events. You can see things created by each of these users where their privacy settings allow you to view it. Now, you're familiar with the chat room. But one thing not everyone is aware of is what's called the big Shoutbox. Now you'll notice there's this Shoutbox right over here, and most people are familiar with that. Let's go to the big one. Oh wow, it's the exact same thing. The difference is it's wider so that big blurbs of text don't blast the thing out. The reason for the big Shoutbox, or also known as the backup for chat, is when the chat room is working, this is nothing other than a bigger Shoutbox. It's the same one. Anything you type here goes in the normal Shoutbox. It's not a chat room. If the real chat room is broken, however, this is a chat room, and you can feel free to use it as such. Only when the main chat room is down, however. Now, we've moved photos, video, and sounds and files all into the media, as well as the ability to search through them. Now, sounds is essentially music, but it can also be an audio blog. You can record your own audio blog if you'd like. You can upload videos. And I'll show you a couple nice little tricks here. For example, let's go to Photos Home. Let's go into My Albums. Let's pick up my album. Let's say I want to add a new photo. Choose your uploader. Now here's the Flash uploader that lets you find files on your computer and upload them normally. There's also the Classic uploader. In case you're having trouble with Flash, or you're on a computer or an iPad or something that doesn't support Flash, you can always just use the Classic uploader here and upload many files as you'd like. While checking that you have the right to distribute these files, and because we're being careful here. But there's 2 other options in here. One is called Shoot. I'll show you how these work. Yes, I want to allow it access to my camera. Hey, there's me. Hi. So you can take a picture live that way and upload it to Witchbook. Let's take it a step farther. Embed. You can embed photos from Flickr here. The photo stays on Flickr. It just works here. If you delete it from Flickr, it just stops working here and comes up blank. Media. Let's say you want to upload a video. We've got another embed just like this, but for YouTube. Sounds, we don't have any embed option. You just upload files. So they be MP3 or WAV. Polls, pretty straightforward. Events, again, pretty straightforward. Forums, I don't read the forums honestly that much, but it's pretty straightforward. I've expanded a feature called the Spy. This is all of the recent posts to the forum and how long ago they were posted. And it goes down a little ways. Answers, which is our question and answers area. Groups. Now here's something kind of cool about groups that not everyone knows. Let's say you've got a group. Let's go to Young Witches. It's a new group that's been added and it's kind of cool looking. If you run your own group, you can add photos, videos, sounds. Groups have their own forums. I don't have permission because I'm not a member of this group as my test user, but each group has its own little forums as well. A list of the fans and comments on the forum, which is a separate box. The help and support feature of Witchbook. Now, not everyone knows about this, but we've created a couple different things. For example, on the help page here, Witchbook Help Maps. Let's look at the home page. It's a picture file. Let's blow that up. What it does is it shows you various areas of Witchbook, icons, buttons, and all kinds of things that you can click on to make things happen. And you can see we've annotated it with various information to show you how Witchbook essentially works. So there's the help maps. We've got a couple of old help videos that are still up on YouTube that we've kept the links for because they still tell you some useful information. The FAQ is kind of cool, and it's something that we have in here with some useful information for new Wiccans and pagans, as well as people using the site. But it's still very basic. For the most part, if you've got a problem on Witchbook with another member or with something technical, you want to go to the bugs and support section after you check the help maps to see if it's in there, and you can open a new ticket. Now, it says full name. The only people who can see this are the administrator, me, Digi, and the moderators. So you don't necessarily have to use your full name. In fact, we ask you to use, if you would be so kind, your username. The email address is just so that when we respond to this, the email still goes to you, because this is technically a slightly separate system from the Witchbook website itself. If Witchbook breaks or goes down, this system will still work. You can also create a ticket by sending an email to webmaster@witchbook.net. But this is a little bit preferred because you can put more information. If you want us to call you on the phone, we can. You can leave this blank if you like. Help topic is abuse report. We've got another member that's causing a problem. Bug report. Something's not quite right on Witchbook. Comment. I want to suggest an idea about Witchbook. You don't have to submit these tickets just for problems. Complaint. A general complaint about, I don't like the way this is working. Feature request. You know, it'd be really cool if Witchbook could do this. We encourage you to send in feature requests, so long as you promise to respect the fact that we may not always be able to or willing to implement them. General support. Doesn't fall into one of these. And legal issue. Somebody has uploaded something that I own copyright to or is posing as me or something that, that's legal issue. Priority, normal, this is a normal trouble ticket, it's a normal problem. High means this is urgent, we need this to be fixed soon. And low, of course, is, deal with this whenever you have time. Attachments, you can upload files, particularly handy for screenshots. Here's a picture of the problem. Capture text, this is just so that bots aren't flooding us with trouble tickets. You just type in this box what you read here, which would be, in this case, DE4DC. Let's go back to Witchbook. And there you go. There's a basic overview of Witchbook and how it works. Now, if you really like what you're seeing, please like us on Facebook. Add us to your Google Plus if you have one. And if you're a member of StumbleUpon, give us a positive rating with a review. I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial video. And I know it's kind of sloppy and stumbly and I stutter quite a bit. But if this works out and people like it and find it helpful, I'll make a better one. Hope you've